What's up, everyone? This is Kronos, aka Adam, back with my Royal Rumble results and review. Fantastic pay per view. One of the best pay per views I've seen from WWE in a while, and just the way they skilled everything. There was some questions here and there, but overall, really great. I did very well in my predictions, which I'll get into in a second. But as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Social media is down there. Obviously, still getting back into the swing of things now that I've got the puppy who's around here sniffing. I'm going to go over everything that happened last night's pay-per-view. It was really good. Road to WrestleMania is upon us, and we got some really interesting storylines going forward. And just going to go match by match and let you know how it goes. So we're going to start off with the kickoff. So apparently Mella was mad at Reginald because she thought that he was siding with Sasha. Then, oh no, this was part of your plan, which is part of my plan, whatever. Sonya was at the desk. Her suit game is absolutely amazing. It's on fire. Truth was dressed as Elmer Fudd to get Bad Bunny because he thought it was Bugs Bunny and he was Elmer Fudd. He's got to do one of these every single time. We only had one match on the kickoff show, which was the women's tag match. Charlotte, Asuka, the champions versus Shayna and Nia. I had predicted that Nia and Shayna were going to win, both shooting kayfabe. I had 4 confidence points on that. In my opinion, being on the kickoff show shows how little that they even care about the women's titles, but I understand them saying, well, they're going to be up soon. Like 3 out of 4 of them are going to be in the Rumble, so you want to give them as much time to relax. Okay. So Charlotte and Asuka are at Gorilla. Nia and Shayna need distractions for them to get victories, and then Asuka goes through, and Charlotte keeps an extra beat there. This puppy's gonna be the death of me. So we get Asuka taking heat. Some great offense on Nia though. Double back fist, hits a code breaker. We counter an avalanche Samoan drop into a powerbomb, which was pretty cool. Nia does hit a sit-out powerbomb on Asuka. Pin's broken up by Charlotte. Gets the hot tag to Charlotte. She does a double natural selection. Shayna kicks out at 2. We get a Samoan drop, then a step-up knee by Shayna on Charlotte, but only for a 2 count because obviously Charlotte is invincible. Can't lose. Flair, of course, does her moonsault, where she takes entirely too long to the outside. Rick's music hits. And he's out for a distraction, roll up. And then, there she is in the background. Lacey stops her from doing the figure 8. Then Rick comes back, gives something to Lacey in her hand. She then tries to go for a figure 8 again. Lacey hits her with the loaded fist. And they do a leg drop to the back of the neck by Nia. And the champions lose. Nia and Shayna are now the new, once again, women's tag team champions. Asuka was for the last half of the match, was barely even seen. I don't know exactly what happened to her. But as I said, I predicted both shooting kayfabe because I just feel like having it on Charlotte and Asuka is a waste. They're not going to go to other things. They're not going to go to other shows. They have their own, storyline to, I guess, contend with, which is what's going to happen. And then we go to the main show. So we get our first match, which so happy this was the first match. It was Drew versus Goldberg. We're going to get this over with because either way, this is not a match anyone really cares about. So Goldberg is kind of in shorts and not trunks this time. Wasn't sure the reason for that. Right off the bat, before the bell even rings, Drew hits a Glasgow kiss and a spear. And then Goldberg then gets a spear through the barricade to Drew before the bell rings. So then Drew's hurt, so I'm like, oh, here we go. This is where Goldberg wins it really quickly. Drew hits a Claymore, but only a 2 count on Goldberg. He goes for another Claymore, misses. We get 2 spears by Goldberg, only for a 2 count. Hits a jackhammer for a 2 count. This is where Goldberg looks all surprised. And then Drew hits the Claymore for the win. They get a nice show of respect, but then Goldberg's like, you passed the test. I don't even understand that reference. He looks completely gassed. He was just going up the ramp. I mean, this match was maybe 5 minutes. Not even. Relax. Next, we have a SmackDown Women's title, Sasha versus Carmella. Reginald gets knocked off the apron early. Mella uses him to launch off to attack Sasha on the outside. We get a Meteora by Sasha, but Sasha's selling the knees. Carmella tries to tie her like wig up in the rope. Goes for the Three Amigos, only gets 2 out of 3. Reggie saves Sasha when she gets knocked off the apron, but she ends up giving him a head scissor takedown, and then he gets kicked out by the ref. Mella hits an insane missed dive. I got really nervous there. I thought she was going to get hurt. But you could see Sasha even. It's like, are you all right? She was okay. Sasha goes for a frog splash. Mella gets the knees up. Hits the Code of Silence, but Sasha breaks out of it. I really like the Code of Silence. I don't like that so many people are now getting out of it. We get 2 super kicks by Mella for a 2 count. And then kind of out of nowhere, Sasha gets right into a bank statement for a win. Wasn't sure about that, why it just felt like out of nowhere, kind of anticlimactic. Shoot, I had Sasha. Kayfabe, I had Carmella. 6 points of confidence on that. That was my most confident match. I knew that Sasha was not losing. We got Xavier and Big E backstage. Retribution beat his ass. Big E is making fun of Xavier Woods. Says, we just need 60 minutes max to show that, we're going to win. Sammy comes out doing his shtick. And then he's like, I got eyes in the back of my head. Kofi scares the shit out of him. Kofi is there. He's not cleared to wrestle, but he wanted to be there in solidarity and also to show off the new gear they were wearing, paying homage to Brody Lee, so that was really cool. We then get our first of the 2 Royal Rumble matches, the Women's Royal Rumble match. So here, we got Bayley at 1, Naomi at 2. Welcome back, Naomi. Bianca's at 3. Her gear looks awesome because she makes her own. Naomi and Bianca do some cartwheel spot, was pretty cool. Billie Kay at 4. She's sitting at commentary. She had a really cool, funny through line through her being in there. She would just go out to each person and give them her resume because she wants to work with somebody in the Rumble. So Shotzi comes out at 5, shoots the missile at Billie. So obviously that doesn't work. Shayna comes out at 6. Billie tries to befriend. She catches a beating from Shayna. Toni Storm just ignores Billie. She's at 7. Shayna eliminates Shotzi. Jillian Hall back. She's there. And Billie pitches the Billie and Jilly, which she actually is okay with. So they go out and they start trying to beat up people. We got Ruby in at 9. Victoria, welcome back, at 10. Peyton Royce at 11. We sort of get an Iconics reunion, but then she sees, Billie sees Ruby and she kind of shies away from it because she's like, I can't do that. Santana Garrett at 12. Apparently Santana Garrett was called up a while ago. She's just been in limbo for a while. Liv Morgan in at 13. Then we get Billie eliminates Jilly. Ruby Riott eliminates Billie. Rhea Ripley comes in at 14, which was obviously one that a lot of people figured would be involved. Rhea eliminates Toni. Shayna eliminates Victoria. Rhea eliminates Santana Garrett. Charlotte comes in at 15. Bayley slips under to eliminate Ruby. We get Dana Brooke at 16. Peyton eliminates Liv and saves Bayley. Tori Wilson in at 17. We got Rhea powerbombs Dana on the apron for the elimination. Flair's music hits. Lacey at 18 is wearing Charlotte's robe. Charlotte is like telling everyone just leave it to her. Charlotte then goes on to eliminate Peyton. Shayna eliminates Tori Wilson. Bianca eliminates Bayley off camera. They botched that because it was, first off, it was anticlimactic, and 2, you missed it. So it was very annoying. Mickie James in at 19. Nikki Cross in at 20. Alicia Fox in at 21. Truth comes out. Apparently it's the wrong Rumble. Alicia Fox rolls him up for the 24/7 win. They fight off a bunch of the people from the 24/7. Mandy's in at 22. Mandy eliminates Fox. Truth then rolls her up to get his baby back and then runs off. We get Dakota Kai in at 23. Lacey eliminates Mickie James. Mella in at 24. At some point, Nikki Cross was eliminated. I missed it. I think she got super kicked out. I forget by who. Mella in at 24. Rhea eliminates Dakota. Rhea eliminates Mandy. Then Reggie saves Mella at one point. Tamina comes in. Another Reggie save, but Tamina super kicks Reggie, which then drops Mella, so then she's eliminated. Naomi and Bianca help each other get back in. They had this really cool spot where they were like kind of dangling, and they're fighting each other dangling, and then they realize cooler heads prevail. They need to get themselves back in, so they use each other to help use their momentum to get back in. So that was kind of cool. Lana in at 26, Alexa Bliss in at 27. Everyone gangs up on Alexa. She's about to do her like transformation, and then Rhea's like, no, I'm not having any of this, and tosses her out. So then Ember Moon in at 28. This is when I noticed that Nikki was eliminated. I don't remember how. Nia in at 29. Shayna eliminates Lacey. Nia eliminates Ember Moon. Then Shayna and Nia combine. They eliminate Naomi. Nia pretends to back Tamina, but they eliminate Tamina together. Then Nia eliminates Shayna because they turn on each other. Lana low bridges and eliminates Nia. Natalya comes in at 30. Obviously, Nia then kind of makes up with Shayna. They go back into the ring and they beat up Natalya on the outside and then beat up everyone else. Natalya eliminates Lana, even though she pretended to be friends with Lana. Bianca eliminates Natalya. And then so we're at the final four, which is Natalya, Bianca, Rhea, Charlotte. As I said, Bianca eliminates Natalya. Bianca and Rhea eliminate Charlotte, even though Charlotte was like hulking out because whatever, she's got to hulk out and be, she can't have any kind of weakness. So she gets thrown out, and at one point she points to the WrestleMania sign during the match. Like, what the fuck are you doing? She gets thrown out, has this like Cheshire Cat grin on her face. And then the two of them are fighting each other on the outside. Rhea says, cooler heads prevail, let's get back in, let's do this. So because they go back into the ring, they're fighting. Bunch of near falls, bunch of near eliminations, back and forth. Eventually, Bianca eliminates Rhea. Fantastic finish. Crowd would have been popping huge. Bianca Belair is your women's Royal Rumble winner. She has another really fantastic post-match interview where she's, just really excited. That you could tell the emotion on her face. With the women's Royal Rumble, I had my final four was Bayley, Bianca, Alexa, and Charlotte. I got 2 out of 4 there. Alexa, stop. So shoot win. I did have Bianca winning it, so I got that. Kayfabe, I actually wanted Bliss to win it. Only 2 points of confidence on that, just because I wasn't sure. Drew and Goldberg, I forgot to say. Drew, I had both shoot and kayfabe. 3 points of confidence on that. She just stole my sock. Quinn, come here. Quinn. Okay, my sock's about to get destroyed. Whatever. So then we have a Miz and Morrison to Bad Bunny's dressing room because Bad Bunny had performed at some point doing his Booker T thing. Wanted to have a merger, and then Morrison was dropping some lines. Obviously, Bad Bunny said no thanks. Miz goes crazy, trying to talk shit about Booker T. He shows up behind them. Tell me you did not just say that, spot. So then we get a kickoff recap. I don't know why. What's his name? Truth comes by the desk because they're talking. Peter Rosenberg wins the 24/7 title by rolling him up, distracting him by saying that John Cena is there. JBL is absolutely stunned. I think it's crazy. I think it's hysterical. We then get the Universal title, the last man standing, Roman versus KO. We get a Superman punch. KO recovers. A pop-up powerbomb by KO. Roman recovers. Spear on the outside. They get to fight to the back onto some to the scaffolding where KO got thrown off a couple weeks prior. We get a stunner, and then KO gets tossed again off the scaffolding through the tables. He recovers, heads to the back. Roman hits KO with a golf cart, which I thought was hysterical because it just came out of nowhere. There was no setup shot. It was just like KO walking and then boom, right through the plexiglass. It was almost like an homage to the AEW spot with Sammy Guevara. KO just absolutely snaps, just beating the shit out of Roman. KO then uses a forklift to raise up. He does a swanton dive off it through some tables. The fight comes back to the ramp. Desperation spear through the screens. They fight over to like one of the lighting truss. KO handcuffs Roman to the lighting truss, which I thought was really cool. And it was at a spot where Roman couldn't stand up. So instead of getting counted out. He pulls the ref headfirst into it, so the ref gets knocked out. Heyman comes out with the key. This was a botched ending because this was a fantastic match, but the key, obviously, Heyman couldn't do it, so the ref just basically stopped counting at one point and they stopped showing him. And then they finally were able to get him unlocked. KO had to wait off in the back. Roman hits the guillotine, and eventually Roman wins. And I had predicted Roman both shoot and kayfabe. Shoot Roman kayfabe. I wanted KO to win just because it's enough already. I had 5 points of confidence. This is my second most confident. And then finally, the men's Royal Rumble. So this is the only one I got wrong, but I got my kayfabe right. So we had Edge and Randy starting at 1 and 2. Quinn, come here. Quinn, come here. She's coming. Quinn, what did you do? What did you do? Come here. Come here. Oh, she thinks she's in trouble. I think she's in trouble. Are you in trouble? Did you do something bad? Did you do something bad? Did you do something bad? Alright, this is Quinn. Say hi to everyone. Hi. 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 Okay. She's not having it. She's camera shy. So we had Edge and Randy start at 1 and 2. Sami comes out at 3. He's of course saying it's a conspiracy. Mustafa Ali out at 4. They're all beating up on Edge. Finally, Jeff Hardy comes out at 5. Randy RKOs pretty much everyone. Edge hits him with a spear. They fight to the outside. Edge hits him with a DDT on the table, but it doesn't break. Dolph's in at 6. This is his 14th Rumble that he's been in, second only to Kane. Edge had hit Randy with a chair in the knee. He's actually... I'm going to make sure she's not grabbing any of my stuff. Okay. Randy's dealing with a knee injury, gets help to the back. We already know where that's going. Shinsuke in at 7. Carlito, welcome back, Carlito. This is cool. At 8. Xavier Woods in at 9. Big E at 10. Big E comes in, eliminates Sami. Morrison out at 11. Mustafa Ali eliminates Xavier Woods. Big E eliminates Ali. Ricochet in at 12, even though Ricochet lost his qualifying match, but got back into it. Come here. Then I like to see Morrison and Ricochet go at it because I've just recently started watching Lucha Underground, so a nice little Johnny Mundo, Prince Puma reunion. Elias in at 13. Elias eliminates Carlito. Damian Priest in. Hopefully he's been moved up. Priest eliminates Elias. Miz comes in at 15. He destroys Bad Bunny's set with his briefcase. Bad Bunny comes out to the ring. Damian eliminates both Miz and Morrison. Bad Bunny almost slips on a crossbody, but hits it on both of them. Matt Riddle out at 16. Daniel Bryan out at 17. We get Kane at 18 because this is his 18th time. Kane eliminates Dolph. He eliminates Ricochet. We get a hug and then a chokeslam on Bryan because, hey, it's every man for himself. Priest then comes in and eliminates Kane. We get Corbin in at 19. Corbin eliminates Shinsuke. Wasn't happy about that. Otis in at 20. Corbin then eliminates Otis. Dominic Mysterio in at 21. Dominic eliminates Corbin. Lashley comes in at 22. He immediately eliminates Dominic, then Damian Priest. Hurricane Shane Helms in at 23. Lashley and Big E eliminate Hurricane. Christian, welcome back. I was so fucking happy about that, and I thought it was great because they... Excuse you. That's my sneaker. That's my sneaker. What are you doing? No. Going after my sneaker. I was really happy to see that because Edge and Christian were two of my favorites. Lashley gets gang eliminated because they all realize he's too huge. AJ in at 25. What are you doing? Get! Whatever you're doing down there, get out of there. Ray in at 26. Almost pulls Big E out over throws him over commentary for the elimination. Sheamus in at 27. Amos then eliminates Ray. Cesaro in at 28. Rollins, welcome back, in at 29. And then Braun in at 30. Braun eliminates Cesaro. Braun eliminates Sheamus. Then he eliminates AJ. because he basically almost saves him a couple times and then he throws him out where almost isn't. Brian's in control of everybody. Then Brian, Riddle, and Seth sneak attack eliminates Brian. Oh, no. I'm sorry. So we get Brian and Riddle, really cool between the two of them. Then Seth sneak attacks, hits him with a stomp, and then eliminates Daniel Bryan, so that really sucked. Seth and Riddle brawl, which obviously has, a lot of juicy gossip implications, backstage stuff. Seth stomp on the apron eliminates Riddle. Then we get Rollins, Christian, Edge, and Braun, or the Final Four, even though they're not technically the Final Four. Seth eliminates Braun and Christian at the same time. Edge eliminates Seth, thinking that he wins. Randy then comes back, hits him with an RKO, then tries to eliminate him. Edge then turns the tables on him, throws him out, and Edge is your winner. 11 years to the day he won his first and only Royal Rumble. Edge is your fucking winner at number 1. I was pumped. I was loving it. Just for reference, my Final Four was AJ, Edge, Bryan, and Jay. Jay wasn't even in the fucking thing, but Edge was there. Bryan was my shoot pick, which obviously, there was a lot of people's shoot pick. But kayfabe, I picked Edge because I love Edge. He's one of my favorites of all time. Only 1 point of confidence on that. And there you have it. So I got 5 out of 6 matches correct, and the one I got wrong, I got my kayfabe right. So I think I did pretty well on this one. Fantastic match. There are rumors that that Vince was not as involved in the production of this one as other pay-per-views. I don't know if that's true, and if it was, it would make sense because this was a really well-done pay-per-view. Fantastic way to start the year off. Really excited for what I think it's Fastlane and Elimination Chamber, and then to WrestleMania. So, as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Social media is down there. I'm still getting the hang of this, getting back into it. We'll only probably do pay-per-views for now, unless I think of other things to do, trailer reactions or whatnot. So as always, be safe, love each other, and if you're on the Eastern Seaboard, hope you're being safe out there with all the snow. And bye now.